Good evening, everyone. This is Tom with On Campus College Planning, doing kind of a different video here, how to visit college campuses in your bathrobe. And here's what we're talking about. Obviously, things have been put on hold and campus visits are on hold. Don't drive across the country and try to go visit a campus because they ain't going to let you in. But here's the thing. The campus visit is the single most powerful tool in finding your university of you. But just because the campuses are closed or things are on hold, it doesn't mean your search needs to be. So I'm going to give you just some ideas of things that you can be doing to keep going. And we're going to be talking, first of all, about just sort of what's different and what's not, because you might be thinking that everything is different. The game has changed. Well, yes and no. The challenge is always to make this an active instead of a passive experience. Here's what I mean by that, folks. I've toured over 135 colleges, and I see this all the time, and I see it way more often, is I see people being kind of led around and told information and talked to, and they're the mom, the dad, the student, they're just taking it in. They're very passive. And what you need to do is make this a more active experience. All right. And that's obviously going to be more challenging without you actually being there. But here's the great news. Hallelujah. You, my little 17-year-old friend, you are already masters of connecting with people who you don't even know, who are not in the same room. So, and I'm going to talk about who do I connect with and how towards the end. But let's jump into a couple other things. This is something that hasn't changed at all. There are three important things that you can learn on any campus visit. All right. Number one, you can obviously learn about that college in particular, what kinds of majors they have, all sorts of stuff like that, what the campus looks like. You can talk to the people. That's why you go to the campus, is to learn about that specific college. But you can also learn about that type of college. So for instance, if you're visiting what we call a flagship public research university, they're not all the same, but if you visit one, you're going to learn about what others in different states might be like, or a medium-sized private university or a small liberal arts college, or all the different flavors in between. So you're learning not just about that college, but about other colleges that share a lot of commonalities with them. And you're learning about just college in general. And this is a great time to expand your options, not just focus on where your boots are, but focus on the whole thing of college and talk with your parents and students, etc. So those are three things you can learn on any campus visit. All right, so we're going to road trip. Shotgun. I got shotgun. We're going to go to Lawrence, Kansas. By the way, I have a very heavy Patagonia thing here, and so I'm burning up. So this is a little bit warm, but I'm doing it for you guys. All right. So that's Mass Street, and that's the place to be in Lawrence. And what we're going to do, the reason I picked this is because I got a friendly email from my good friend, Chancellor Doug Girard, the other day. He might have sent it to 1 or 2,000 other people, but he was just talking about the campus being closed down, or some parts of it, and some other resources, et cetera. So we're just going to jump on the KU bandwagon. Okay. So what do we do with, how do we do this? Whoops, I'm jumping ahead. So I'm going to go back. Okay. Pause for a second. KU undergrad admissions. That's where we want to start. And I know there's an update here, and I'm not going to read that because I think I know what that says. So visiting campus, right? Well, I think they're going to tell me that, sorry, folks, the park's closed. The moose out front should have told you. Yeah, it's closed, and they might be starting here, some online presentations Monday, March 23rd, so check back for that. But what we're going to do in lieu of that right now is we're going to take a virtual tour with an online ambassador. Let's see what that's about, okay? Virtual tour, here we go, explore the campus. Now, oh, this is interesting. Let's wait for it. I'm not gonna sign up, I'm a little too old.
Welcome to the University of Kansas.
All right, so I don't think you guys can hear, but there's like a little dude, and this is called UVisit. It's a company that goes around and does these for all sorts of different campuses, and they're actually very well done because I can delete this guy if I don't want to, but I can go around and take a virtual tour, and you can walk inside buildings, and you can see things and panoramic views, and you can do a lot of stuff, right? That's pretty cool. There's some photos. There's no videos of this. People at KU like to cross the street, and that's pretty good, right? So I can definitely take a
with
a
advisors
virtual
who can
tour.
guide
And
you along
that's,
the
I
best
think, would be
academic
well
path.
worth, it's like
Not
10,
sure about
15
your
minutes,
major?
and it
With
gives you a
nearly
map, and
200
it gives you a
programs to
good
choose from
idea of
and
what's going
advisors,
on. I can kind of click through these things and look that up, and I can see these on the
something's
website
always
as
happening in the
well.
Kansas
Okay,
Union.
this looks pretty
While
nice.
you're
This is
here,
the
you
Union.
can buy your
This
books,
looks really nice, in
attend a
fact.
club meeting,
Let's
eat a
stop in.
crunchy chicken cheddar wrap at the market,
Yeah, looks like
grab a
there's some
latte
stuff
at the
going
Pulse,
on.
or even bowl a game or
We got a
two
coffee
at the
shop,
J-Bowl. Student union
double
activities
latte,
coordinate
no foam.
speakers, concerts,
That looks good.
movies,
So
and other
virtual
programs.
tours, right?
The
And
Student
not every
Involvement and
college has a
Leadership Center
virtual
is here
tour,
too.
but a
It's a
lot of
great
them
place
do.
to find
So
out
let's
how to
jump
get
back for a
involved on
second.
campus.
And let's see some other things. So that's one big thing you can do is a virtual tour. You can also connect with them on social media. Let's see what's going on the Instagram account. Oh, IG, I think we're supposed to call it that. Log in. Yep, I'm going to continue. Student life. I don't really know how to Instagram very much, folks. I'm sorry, but that's something I can definitely do. And here's something I'm better at is I'm going to go back to the YouTube and check that out. All right. And so you can obviously use the social media channels and go through that and connect a little bit more. Now, connecting via social media, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So let's go back one more time and let's go back to, here we go, to visit campus. And I'm actually going to jump back to the undergrad admissions page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and clearly I can be looking at more of these things if I want to. But for now, one of my questions is, how do I connect with people? Okay. And so one of the things that I can do is, here we go. This is kind of nice. 3 ways to connect or to contact us. Good. You know, you can email them, call them, fax them. They're probably working remotely. Better, find someone in the staff directory. Best, ask your admissions rep. That's really what I want to do. Every college has admissions reps, and they often have sort of geographic locations that they handle. And this walks me through a process to find exactly which one would be mine. I'm going to be a freshman. I go to school in other, and my high school is in, let's say it's in Wisconsin. Okay. And my rep is Laura. Yeah, actually, we've gotten some stuff from Laura. Joe applied to KU, so that's a familiar face. Oh, she's from Egan. We can talk about hockey and things like that. So there's her email and there's her phone. So I can send her a nice email. I can send her a text. I'd probably start with an email. And when she says, let's talk, okay, no events coming up, but that's fine. So here's a little bit more about Laura. And what I would do is I would probably think of a couple of questions that I want to talk to admissions reps about, things that they'd be good at answering. Now, they're probably not going to be great at answering super in-depth questions about things like financial aid or super in-depth things about the physics that I want to study in college or becoming a social worker, whatever. But they're going to know a lot of things or a little bit about a lot of things, right? Very sort of wide and not too deep. And it's a good idea to connect with that person even as early as, say, sophomore year or something like that. And here's a little hint. Students, if you're worried about, like, I'm getting spammed too much by different colleges, create a separate email that you're going to use just for communicating with people at colleges. And so stop using like honeybear243 or whatever it might be, and have like an adult email. So Laura, we're probably going to connect, and I'm going to send you a nice note and see how you're doing. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and I'm going to ask those same questions to someone else at a different place as well. So let me jump back into my slides a little bit, and we'll pick up there. So there was Lawrence. It's a fantastic place. And let's go back to this. Okay, so now what? Well, like I said, start connecting with people, admissions reps, department personnel. That's what I mean by if you've got questions about the art department, architecture, physics, you name it, find a person like Laura, often someone that we might call an undergrad advisor or a program coordinator, probably not a professor right away. And if nothing else, you can just email them and say, hey, I have this question. to whom should I direct this to? And they will let you know. And then students, and sometimes you can get students, they'll have sort of representative students that you can contact, but you can talk to a friend of a friend or something. And this is where it's great to sort of leverage that network. Hey, Uncle Bob knew someone that went to KU. Let's see if we can kind of connect with them and just kind of send them a note and see if they would connect. I think people are going to be way more open to doing that type of thing, considering the circumstances right now. You can also get a lot of great information by just signing up to, subscribe, get their newsletters, updates, and then actually read what they send you, right? Most of the time, I don't do that, but there are a few colleges that I signed up for something. And so I just, every once in a while, I get a little bit from Ohio Wesleyan. Love it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it very much. You can also sit in on online info sessions and take virtual tours at specific times. So this is colleges, and here's just 3: Iowa, Vanderbilt, Minnesota Mankato, Minnesota State Mankato, doing online versions of what you normally would do, right? So they're working hard, and you saw KU starting March 23rd. They're going to be doing some things like that. So it's not, again, it's not just the passive me sitting back, but I'm interacting and I'm engaging with people. All right. We're going to be posting a lot of this information in a blog. We're going to share something we've shared a lot, our campus visit bullet journal, which I believe includes my 3 magic questions that you can ask, that you must ask of 10 students on every campus visit. They are pretty amazing. And then the first and hopefully last ever campus visit in your bathrobe contest. Let's hope this is the last one. So students, whenever we post this, the first one to contact us and to somehow verify that you have, air quote, visited 5 campuses, we're going to give you a $25, if it's good, we'll give you 50, a $25 gift card to a fave local restaurant. We should all be supporting local restaurants and places like that right now. So why not? Let's have something to eat. So this is Tom telling you to get out there and to visit some campuses. Just because everything's on hold doesn't mean everything's on hold. Let's get out there, let's meet some people, and let's find the University of You. Talk to you later.